Happy Friday, Ashley School families. Thanks for joining me for our second weekly update of the year. This week, students and teachers have been working together to continue to develop and grow our classroom communities. We've been working a lot on routines and procedures and what it means to be an Ashley Tiger. Speaking of what it means to be an Ashley Tiger, our kindergartners spent their first week as Ashley Tigers this week and have done an outstanding job joining our community. They've had a lot of success in classrooms, and they've had a lot of fun outside on the playground. That was one of my highlights this week, was watching them out at recess. We had some special guests from Mrs. Phelps' 5th grade class in our morning announcements this week. Our morning announcement program is a little different this year. We do a broadcasted live stream show that gets projected into each of the classrooms on our touch screen, our big touch view, big screen TVs in each classroom. So we've been hosting sort of a morning show, and each week we have students coming down from different classes to join us and help out with that morning show. So Mrs. Phelps' class had some students come down and do that this week. If your child is in Mrs. Phelps' class and didn't get to this week, don't worry, they'll have a chance the next time we come around to her class. And Mrs. McQuaid's class, next week we'll have our volunteers to come down and help out with morning announcements. Keep an eye out for emergency contact forms coming home with your child. Some classes have had them go out already, and some will go out early next week. So just keep an eye out for those. Those give you an opportunity to update any contact information or emergency contacts so that we have updated information for you here at the school. Just a couple of procedural reminders. Please be sure to send in a note anytime that there's a change in how your child is going to get home. If they're not taking the bus on a particular day or you're going to dismiss them at a certain time. It just helps us have them prepared for you and to make a note of that so that we're not hustling around trying to sort that out at dismissal time. And if you do have to dismiss your child, we ask that you try to avoid dismissals after 1:45. We have systems in place with redundancies built in to try to make sure that every student gets to the right place in the right way so that we can get students home safely. And when we have to make last-minute changes to that, that tends to get bogged down and really complicates dismissal. Emergencies happen, and we can certainly work through that with you, but if we could try to avoid those dismissals after 1:45, it would be greatly appreciated. And lastly, just a request for some headphones. If you have headphones at home that your child likes to use and they can use them at school, please go ahead and send those in. Some extra headphones would be really helpful the more we integrate technology and try to individualize and personalize their education. Each student might be hearing different things from their device, so headphones are really, really helpful with that. As always, I want to thank you so much for sending your children to us every day. It's an honor and a privilege to work with them. They are amazing. And thank you so much for your support. We'll talk to you again next week.